Like, what are the different ways to get the customer feedback and improve?
There are a couple of ways to do it. So if you have a hypothesis, see, so if you think, for example, if you have this hypothesis, okay, feature X will perform better if it's Y way.
Okay.
If you have the hypothesis, then you can come up with a survey, and then you can get some of the users. You can email some of the users and be very, very concise with the question that you want to, because they don't have the time to go. You must have seen some NPS surveys which go like, not often, very often, likely, very likely, not likely at all, and they're like a 5 to 6 circles which you can choose from. So they can be cut down into two choices: yes or no. You like
Yeah.
it or you don't like it, and everything in between is answered between it. And even if you can drill down into one question, in this way, surveys are very successful.
Yeah.
If you are throwing a survey out in the dark and you are asking everything, okay, what do you think if you do it this way, and if it's that way? See, we never ask the users for solution.
Yeah.
We ask them for feedback.
Yeah.
So we ask them what the problem is, but they have the tendency to tell them, okay, this is a problem and I think you should do it to solve it.
Yeah.
But you can't act upon it, because if you ask 7 of them, there are going to be 7 probable solutions. It's your job to come up with the solution that tackles all of it. So you get the feedback to understand the problem, not the solution. You need to come up with the solution. So this is one way. So surveys work when you have the hypothesis for it, and if it's a little broader than that, then you can conduct interviews. You can ask some open-ended questions. You need to focus on their expressions. You need to focus on, okay, where they're having difficulty, not just where they are saying that they are having difficulty, where they're actually having difficulty. So what they say and what they do a lot of times have a lot of different.
Yeah.
So I think these are a couple of ways that you can get right on the track, where you get better feedback and to improve the product.
Yeah, because I've also experienced it. Like in a lot of platforms, like they're asking, some of them it is very easy, as you mentioned, like yes, no. Some of them they're like lengthy forms, and I also remember if there is like a lengthy form, if you are busy, you're like, okay, shit, man, like I don't have time for it, and you'll press on cancel, or like I will do it later sometime, or maybe not, and then also like I have been involved in like with Sentry recently. Like someone from Sentry team, they messaged me like, yeah, they need to get the user feedback and stuff, and in return they will do this X favor for me. And I was like, okay. Then they conducted like a whole series of like you can say interviews, and it was not just me. So it was like I worked in basically a Norwegian company. We are developing a fintech application for them. So we also involved like I involved like other team members as well, like the app developer, the front end, and I basically handle the whole cloud and the solutioning part. So, and then they are asking, what are the metrics that the app guy needs, the back end, front end, and it was like a long meeting. It was very helpful for us as well, because they are obviously getting the feedback from the right person, and then they have multiple meetings. They're giving us the feedback, we are implementing it, then they're again getting the feedback, and then in that particular, you can say like 5-6 meetings, we also added like a lot of things into our platform, and it was not planned. Like it was like all of the sudden, and then the client loved it, and client was like, there is like a lot of like, it is like a monitoring platform and logging. So so it can be a good case, and I always like giving feedback or like having quick calls with companies, because nowadays like a lot of them are emailing you for a quick like 5-10 minutes chat regarding the quick feedback of the new X feature they have developed. So yeah, it is good.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. And then I would just say that, see, a successful product for me is not a milestone. It's a process, and a lot of it depends on learning the right ways to gather feedback.
Yeah, you're right.